Hello everybody, welcome back to Cure of the Common Game. Today in deck number 647, we're going to talk about Boros equipment in Akiri Fearless Voyager. Now, Boros equipment is not a new thing. It kind of feels like we've been through this before many times, but I really like this one. It kind of solves a Boros problem. Now, for 3 mana, we get a 3/3 core warrior. Whenever you attack a player with one or more equipped creatures, draw a card. Now, this is what solves the problem. The typical Boros equipment strategy is a Voltron, mount up a bunch of equipment on one creature, and go to town with it. But you kind of get blown out by a removal spell. Well, we still kind of get blown out by mass removal, because here we want creatures to go wide. We don't want one creature because we want to draw multiple cards, So, and then it has a white. You may unattach an equipment from a creature you control. If you do, tap that creature and it gains indestructible to end of turn. So if you've got enough white mana laying around, it counter protects itself from the blowout as well. So, let's get to it. First off, we are going to do our mana fixing / ramp, the Prismatic Lens, Star Compass, Mind Stone, Boros Signet, Commander Sphere, Boros Clue Stone, and Boros Locket. Yeah, I rolled through those pretty fast because they're pretty standard. There's not a lot to it. Now, I have a little bit of quote-unquote card draw. We're banking on our commander to be the bulk of it. I do have a Light Up the Stage, so you can wax a chump like a candle. Yeah, I know. I'm terrible. Open the Armory. Open the Armory is not necessarily card advantage, but it is a tutor. Kind of like Ritual of Restoration is going to get one of those artifacts back. Because, people are going to blow up your equipment at some point. So, let's look at equipment, shall we? This is kind of all over the map. I did, if y'all will remember back, that one single double Masters pack I opened, I pulled a full Sword of Body and Mind. So, obviously, this was the next equipment deck that I built. So, it went in there. The Colossus Hammer, because nothing says loving like +10/+10, right? Gorgon's Head. Now, there are a lot of smaller equipment in here because, like I said, it's all about drawing the cards and playing, just snowballing. Bone Saw, Dark Steel Axe, Cliffhaven Kite Sail. I love these new ones that just auto-equip when you enter for the first time. Ancestral Blade, Mask of Avacyn, Relic Axe, Scavenged Blade, Whisper Silk Cloak's an amazing one. Loxodon Warhammer, I never seem to have enough of. Hero's Blade, Obsidian Battle Axe. Obsidian Battle Axe, you say? Well, our commander is a warrior, so it's pretty good. Amorphous Axe, Pin and Blade. Now, we have to have creatures to carry those equipment. So, and these are in, we have Solemn Recruit. Anything with double strike you really, really want to carry equipment. It carries well. Fireblade Charger is a new one from Zendikar Rising. Equipped, it has haste. Kargan Intimidator. That's right. That says cowards can't block warriors. And if you'll look at it, up until this point, all our creatures have been warriors, including our commander. So, which also led me down the road of Kenny Rogers here, to Bold Warrior Intimidator, also a warrior. Champion of the Flames, a decent warrior with trample that gets bigger. Now, granted, there are situations where we might have to Voltron up something because we only have one creature, whatever. And hey, this is a good one to do. Core Blade Master. Equipped warriors you control have double strike. Now there is, a slight warrior theme. All these are not warriors, and there are quite a few good equipment themed creatures to carry that I don't have in here. Some of the original Mirrodin block, the Scars of Mirrodin block, those are all, those creatures are great. I just don't have them. Wyleth, because why not, right? More card drawing. Roga. First strike, menace, trample. 0 cost. This is a beautiful thing to carry some equipment. Then that is it for our warriors. We go into the stuff like, we have Shram, because we might as well draw cards when we cast them. We have Danitha, making them cheaper. Burrington Forge Tender is, I really like the Pro Red. I know we're playing red. It doesn't matter a lot for us because we're not running like, auras or stuff like that, but it does help. Fervent Champion, first strike haste. Yeah, the Knight thing, but equip abilities that target this cost 3 less, so that's a beautiful thing. Rayov, Mastersmith. Double strike, okay. Arden. Yeah, just free equips. Okay. Armored Sky Hunter, Relic Seeker, Ichor Mirror. You know what carries equipment really well? Small creatures with infect. That's what. Yeah, that's kind of nasty. Now, I have an Awakened Amalgam in there because this was, I'll be honest with you, an afterthought. I saw how many non-basic lands I have in the deck. And to be honest with you, I was like, well, this is probably a 4-mana 5/5, 6/6, 7/7, something like that. And then I come across the cheat codes, also known as Shadow. Tempest gave a Shadow Tempest block, and Time Spiral kind of revisit a little bit, but that's the only place you can get Shadow. It's not a very popular mechanic in EDH because, yes, they can't block it unless they have Shadow, which just about means it's unblockable. However, you can't block with it either. Well, you know what? This deck ain't about blocking. It's really not. Not a lot of Boros decks are, but I thought it good to have the 1-drop, the 2-drop, and that insane 3-drop Shadow creatures. Red didn't get Shadow, by the way. Red got conditional Shadow. But this way, your whole force is not Shadow, so you do, if you got a block, you can block with your other creatures. But these, you're guaranteed to get in, and especially with this Visionary, being able to pop an enchantment every time it damages a player, that is a beautiful thing. Let's see, what else do we have here? Our Siegwarth's Aid, it's kind of, thank goodness that this one was reprinted. I would say it got cheap, but you know what? It really didn't. There's more copies out there, but Akroma's Will, another outstanding card. That Indestructible is, that's the reason right there. Sajiri Shelter, giving that creature pro color, and, it's got that land on the back if we need it. Trash for Treasure, same thing, getting the artifact back. Nahiri. This kind of ties in because Nahiri makes warriors, and you get to free equip to those warriors when you make them, right? And then the -2 is a warrior equipment. And then this was the Planeswalker built for this deck. So, and then of course our commander says whenever you attack, so it'd be really nice to have multiple attacks. That's why we have a Relentless Assault. I am running more and more removal, it looks like, because I think it's just a good idea to do so. But we have Reciprocate, Red Elemental Blast, which is an amazing card, because as long as folks play with Cyclonic Rift, I will play with Red Elemental Blast. Or, yeah, I see that there's a marking on it there. It still does Red Elemental Blast things, though. Disenchant, Abrade, Dispatch is an amazing card, because there's a good chance we're going to have Metalcraft, and it just says exile target creature. What? Oblivion Ring, Crib Swap, Faith Fetters. Only got one board wipe in there simply because, you know, it's a go wide strategy deck. So let's look at our non-basics, shall we? I am running a Reliquary Tower because, you know, just in case we draw too many cards. Wow, I've never said that in a Boros deck before. Path of Ancestry, you know, Warrior sub-theme. The Command Tower, Opal Palace, Scabland. I don't understand why these aren't higher. Okay. Needlespire, Windscarred Crag, Boros Garrison, Boros Guildgate, Stone Quarry, Great Furnace to kind of build up that Metalcraft, a Secluded Steppe, Evolving Wilds, Ash Barrens, Vivid Crag, Transguild Promenade, Terramorphic Expanse, Temple of the False God, Naya Panorama, and a few, I think, snow-covered lands, not that many, one or two of each, just to get more lands with different names. That choice was made after the amalgam. And I know that there is a, yeah, I love those art cards. Anytime I have the art card for the commander, I'll put it on the back there. Not that it's seen, but I don't know. That's it for basics. Yeah. So that is it for number 647. 647, wow. Do apologize. I have boxes everywhere in this room right now because of all the all the stuff. But 647 is done. We'll put it on the wall. And that'll do it for today. I do appreciate y'all watching, and y'all let me know what you think. But right now, it's time to shuffle and cut.